It's a story nearly as old as the state of Texas itself, dating back to when the university was just a 40-acre piece of land. An old Main grandly stood upon the highest point on campus. When you're sipping a beer at the Eder Harbin Alumni Center at a Saturday tailgate, or halfway around the world, watching Texas football with your chapter, it's easy to forget the organization's long-standing history within the state. But since the first class of students graduated in 1885, the Texas Exes has been along for the ride, fervently protecting UT Austin and the value of your degree. In 1876, the Texas Constitution called for the creation of a university of the first class. 2 years later, the university celebrated its first graduating class, and 34 new graduates came together to form a group. They wanted to stay connected and express their pride in the university. The UT Alumni Association was born. When in 1917, Governor James Ferguson attempted to veto the university's legislative appropriation, the very one that gave Texas a university of the first class, the Alumni Association sprung into action. Under the leadership of a man named William C. Hogg, members of the Alumni Association assembled quickly to defend the university. Alumni, students, and professors picketed the Texas state capitol. And in late July of 1917, Governor James Ferguson was impeached. Knowing it wouldn't likely be the last battle they would fight, on January 11, 1919, the Texas Exes voted to become independent of the university, knowing it would help them better defend their alma mater one day. And that's exactly what UT advocates have been doing ever since. By directly engaging with lawmakers, the Texas Exes advocates for the university in ways it cannot do itself. When in 2011, outside forces threatened the value of a high-quality education, it was the UT advocates who ensured that state investment in higher education continued, safeguarding the value of a UT degree for students to come. In 2015, 2017, and 2018, outspoken alumni stood up for the importance of financial aid, resulting in critical reinvestment in the Texas Grant Program. At Orange and Maroon Legislative Day, Aggies and Longhorns joined forces at the Texas State Capitol, sitting down with legislators to talk about how their alma mater changes lives. Since 2003, this has been a way for UT advocates to establish themselves to state leadership as watchful protectors of higher education in Texas. And have some fun along the way, too. In 2015, UT advocates brought their energy to the federal level. 26 alumni traveled to Washington, D.C. for the first ever Longhorns on the Hill, visiting with 17 congressional offices to share with the Texas delegation how investment in higher education fuels the state and country. By 2019, attendance at the now annual event more than doubled, and Longhorns celebrated 5 years of federal advocacy the best way they know how, with Shiner beer and Bluebell ice cream. In 2012, UT advocates launched a campaign and worked with legislators to bring a medical school to Austin. UT Austin is the first Tier 1 public university in the country to build a new medical school from the ground up in almost 50 years. In 2020, the very year it graduated its inaugural class of 50 Longhorn doctors, Dell Medical School became an integral part of Texas's response to the COVID-19 pandemic, leading the way on vaccine research and clinical trials, and leveraging already established community relationships to help spread crucial public health information. Today, we have more than 5,600 UT advocates. And while they play a big role in protecting UT Austin, our greatest strength comes from the lives of our over 500,000 alumni, who all show the value of a UT Austin education and what it means to be a Longhorn today. Which is exactly why we need you to use your voice for UT and join the rich history of protecting UT Austin by becoming a UT advocate today.
Hello, I'm Arlie Sept, and I'm a UT advocate because I value the education that I received at UT Austin, and we need you. Today, we do have more than 5,600 UT advocates. And while they all play a big role in protecting UT Austin, our greatest strength still comes from the lives of our 500,000 alumni who all show the value of a UT Austin education and what it means to be a Longhorn today. This is exactly why we need you to use your voice for UT and join the rich history of protecting UT Austin by becoming a UT advocate today.